Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Nobunaga's Ambition, Sphere of Influence on the Mysterious JG. It is a weird feeling now that I think about it that I basically won the March on Kyoto scenario thing off screen back when I was recovering from surgery. And now I'm not beelining towards it anymore. If Shingen dies, I will, like of old age or something, I will feel like a complete idiot. But let's see, real quick, how old Shingen is. He's 47. Okay, I don't think we have to worry. He obviously isn't going to die when historically he should have because he'd be dead by now. Well, maybe not, actually, because we moved things forward so quickly. We might be a few years before the battle where he was supposed to die. But when you're playing as the Takada, the battle where he's supposed to die is a winnable story scenario. Mitakagahara, which is... hold on. I think Mitakagahara was... is it over here? Yeah. So Mitakagahara is the spot right here. And we won, and that starts us on our last quest that we're still on, not counting the 5 blades, the Saijo plan. Capture Nijo Palace. Glory to the flag, to Tatanashi. Letting fly the Furinkazen flag, Shinga march to the capital. So I'm not pushing it. Like, if we start getting any indication that he's dying, I'll be like, oh, fuck, and we need to beeline hard towards Kyoto. But for now, I think we're good. So let's do any really necessary domestics. Like, we get to expand here. This is a hunting ground rather than a cargoman, so I might want to make that a cargoman. This is a landmark. What do landmarks give us? I might want to build, because we never see it. It might be fun to see what we get for large garden to military districts. Large gardens suck. All right, let's we'll go ahead and build a commercial district there, even though my dream of having like one cargoman affecting like all these, yeah, whatever. I mean, well, up here we got a fountain. We might want to expand towards that. So a cargoman here would allow for, although it's really good for crafts right now. Maybe this just won't be a place that has 8 billion. Now I don't even know which one it was. Fuck. Nagoya Castle. So we'd want a depot, which means lots of farm. So we have to bear that in mind because we're pretty much we've already beaten what we need for commercial and are almost there for conscripts. But for crops, if we ever want a depot there, we'd need lots of farms. So even though this would be a great place for commercial and a landmark, let's build crops here. Maybe this can be a cargoman and we can get conscripts here and here. Then if we make this a cargoman, we can get conscripts here. But inns are terrible, so whatever. Yeah, that would. If this was a cargoman, it could hit 2 conscripts eventually. All right, so we'll work towards crops here just so that we can unlock the fountain, since that's the most valuable thing left to do. Other than we could build a commercial right now to get that landmark, but I want to get access to the fountain too. So we'll get some agriculture going here. Vulture Bronco, I know you'd rather be destroying. Oh, you shouldn't be the overseer. Let's make you do it so that the other person can become the overseer. Oh, we get expanding the district immediately using ninja power. Yeah, this is not a particularly fantastic city. Now, Matsukura, yeah, that's a little mountain oasis. It could be really good. This place will never be that great. We work towards rice exchange. And a reservoir. Gifu Castle is ready to improve. Get some no theaters going. I don't know why you're the only person who's available. I guess everyone else is building castle stuff. Is that what it is? No. Oh, all the other officers are probably away. Alright, well, just to get it done then, we'll have her do it. And we won't have an overseer here for just a turn.
What would you like?
Doing okay for horses, so I won't spend the money right now. We're working on the court. Most of the labor got used. $8,000 to build a new fortress. But we did bring Grimmeth over here specifically for this purpose. This would be a fortress crafted by a master. It would be known by the land at large. Mino Ota. Okay, that is where we wanted it. That's all of our labor used. And a lot of our food, our money used too, I should say. And then I think we'll want to start building on the next turn. We'll want to start really building some cool stuff in Matsukura Castle, Hida. Matsukura Castle, Hida? What the hell kind of... Hida? Oh, Hida must be the region? Yeah. So we'll want to start building that castle up with some stuff to get pop growth. But I just need to be careful about not going crazy with spending. I've picked up the statesman trait. He's not a warrior. He's a statesman. I'm not complaining, mind you. We need statesmen. They're important. All right. Now we're going to see if Ryu Ryutoshi and Yazuke and JG Mystery, who I didn't even realize was part of this unit, can they accomplish something against Danzo Kato here, who's a very sneaky looking dude. He looks like a villain. Can we get something done before Shingen shows up? Can we approve ourselves on the battlefield before they arrive? They are lowering our attack speed. Let's just charge him. See if we can finish him off before Shingen arrives. Ride like the wind, even though we've been slowed. Oh, they're charging us. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Good time, that guy's got the blues. Yazuke's learned all about cannons from that fight, which seems odd. See if we can pull ahead to Make for an easier siege. Let's decide what to do with the captives. It's the Jinbo clan, mostly conservative with a few neutrals. They will all be absorbed into the collective. They will become drones to serve the Queen Tagada. I need a little time to sort matters out. I'm Jinbo, by the way. I'm Nagamoto Jinbo. You probably never heard of me, but I need some time to sort things out. Acknowledged, HQ. Serafina Baldo isn't a warrior. She's a politician. Alright. I guess we're not going to be able to prevent them from interfering with the siege because the siege hasn't started. I guess, but at least we're not fighting in front of the defenses. So that's rather nice.
Let's go.
It's some kind of renegade psycho or Saito. Let's use the Dandy Assault because it does increase our stats. They have gone for the inspiration attack. It isn't really doing that much for them. Yeah, Dandy Assault's actually a better tactic than I thought it was. Alright, let's finish this. We may need to pull this unit back after this fight, but we will have prevented at least one interference with the siege. And actually, Shingen can besiege that castle by himself. And he's learning about rows, he's learning about cannons. Hold on a second. How the hell do you think you're getting home? Yeah, that's not going to work. That's not going to work. What the hell? They were going, like, all the way around here. Like, I don't know what the hell they were doing. I don't think I could even, like, show it. Like, actually, I'd like to if it's possible, because it seemed really interesting. But I don't think I've got a way to... Yeah, okay. Going up and around. Okay, maybe from over here. Ah. I can't really... Yeah, I think they're going all the way around Japan. In order to avoid... I don't know. I don't know why that would be the fastest way. They're trying to avoid passing into this territory to upset the Asakura, I guess. So 2600 from Atari. Shingen will besiege this castle. Let's have Motonobu Sarada move here to stop anyone from interfering with the siege. And yeah, these castles, they can't stop us. I think our little Freds here might be wiped out by the monks. We're going to leave them to their fate. If we'll defend Kirakumo Castle, but we're not defending any of the others. And if they get wiped out, and Kirakumo's all that's left, then we attack Kirakumo and we grab their officer corps of 3, 5, 8 guys. All right. Next conflict is probably happening over here, so let's...
Don't let so much as a mouse escape.
Allow us to help.
I don't think it's worth manually controlling that battle.
Playtime's over.
Oh, now you jerks are going to come in and get in the way? Or are you just going to watch your border?
Understood.
Yeah, I think I'll just let these battles kind of happen.
Surrounded.
Okay, they're just watching. As long as they're just standing there watching. I don't get to stop my troops in the middle of a road like that.
There's no one we cannot defeat.
But if that's what they're doing,
Get away.
that's fine. I'll let that go. Picked up the politician trait. He's not a warrior. You know what he is. Uzo Castle surrounded. Uozo. Uozu. Takeoka Castle surrounded. Tapioca Castle. I don't think Lethal will mind that I didn't manually showcase his brilliance in battle because he's not watching the series anyway. Fukumitsu Castle surrounded.
Here's last month's balance.
We almost made as much as we spent for once, even though we are building a new castle.
Reporting in.
Various castles have finished development. Training is paid off. Muskets are being received. Tokaido Castle. Follow us in slow mo. The loose affiliation of billionaires and baby. These are the days of castles in the jungle. Enough trust with Kitabatake clan. There's a secret path near Toyama Castle. I'll make it so we can all use it. Oh, that's nice of you. He's gonna go in there and put down like markings. He's gonna drop breadcrumbs and stuff. Tokaido Castle. This was a village that's heading for Cargoman status. Tokaido Castle, I think, is one where we're pretty limited in what we can... Yeah, I don't care about any of the things that they can build there. And in all cases, they have enough crap. No? Well, Buddhist Temple is probably the one we'd want, which means a little bit more crops, but we're likely to get that if I just go with my one Cargoman for every 2 or 3 conscripts strategy. So like a Cargoman here would probably get us to enough. So let's get some conscripts going here. Seems like there's no more bases that can be expanded. Baths. Makes it just more suitable for conscript soldier. Recovery speed improves. If it's a fancy thing I don't normally get to build, I generally just want to build one. This is a drill ground. So we've got a drill grounds. I don't know if drill grounds double up as far as... Oh, no, they don't do anything. For some reason, I thought they might... Popularity and covers more quickly. Yeah, never mind. This is obviously heading for Cargoman. Okay, so that leaves them with a terrible overseer, but I do want to get those repair or castle improvements going because that castle has the potential to actually be good. So I want the population growing so we can start using the resources it has. So do we have this? No, we're still constructing that fortress. Oh, I guess I lost track of. I was going to get some more guys heading over there, wasn't I? Nagashino Castle.
We march.
Senehime. Probably not the most powerful unit in the history of the world, but
Moving out.
I want the world to know.
Yes, my liege. Yes, my liege. Acknowledged.
Hey, it's Kamehameha Castle. So we're going to see how this goes before we start sending any more troops in, but we've got all sorts of troops in these Oda cities that we could be using. Got a lot of supports from the tribes up here.
What would you like?
Try to hold off on that. We have really done a lot of work with these roads, though, haven't we? Kalinawari sounded I can have that done so fast. I'm not even worried about him being occupied when he should be doing something more valuable. What should we be doing up? Yeah, this could be a really good castle. Gonna take you a while to do this, but enemy unit nearby cannot execute. All right, that's all of our labor used up, essentially. I still have some money. Don't want to sell food, but honestly, we've got so much food. I probably could afford to, but we should really resist that as long as possible. Like to the point where eventually I need to stop doing road work just because it bothers me to have labor left over. But we've really improved these roads through here, which means that, yeah, our troops are going to move rapidly when it comes time to finish the Uesugi off. But for now, Let's continue with what we're doing against them here. Yeah, we won't zoom in on every battle, though.
Mercy is your friend.
I have taken Wuza Castle. It's not a castle to protect its land, but people. I've obtained the ingenious Stever trait. Takaoka Castle says a surrender? Yeah, this is a morale thing. They might all topple now.
Enemy officer captured.
I am prepared to bear any burden.
Natsuno Endo's unit know how a Makawa warrior fights. What? Oh, he defeated them while I was looking at other stuff. Yeah, there's kind of a lot going on right now.
Everyone follow me. Understood. Leave it to me.
Leave it to Beaver. Alright, yeah, so if we take Nechi Castle on our way towards getting all these guys home, that'll be pretty sweet. We'll have wiped out, like, about a third of the Usuki's physical territory based on the fact that they decided to attack our friends. We didn't even ask for our help, but whatever. Now, the Asakura might decide to get froggy because we're in the middle of a war with the... They were here guarding their territory. They might decide suddenly to come after us, but kind of thinking they won't. Meanwhile, we got the Shingen cosplayer, Shaman Yamazaki, about to go into battle with Nagamasa Azai. Let's have Bobo also converge on Nagamasa. Let's make sure Nagamasa is just completely fucking overwhelmed. Oh, they'll surrender. Gain the reckless trait.
Enemy officer captured.
Alright, well, you probably should head home then.
We're going back.
And you need to do the same, actually. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Oops. I did enter. I meant to do home, but it's fine. The troops will make their way, but the officers will stay here. So I need to figure out what happened to these other, wherever they came from. Make sure there's no place with 0 officers after all that. And maybe they came from Fukashi Castle, which now only has 2 officers. Okay, so I should bear that in mind. Okay, now they're fleeing because the numbers got insanely against them. Yeah, you guys can back off. You did your job. $17,000 versus 3,800. I think we've got it.
Let's go. Understood. Yes, my lord. Yes.
This is a fortified point for them. Bear that in mind.
Acknowledged.
Follow my lead. Let's go. Run if you want.
It's lowering the speed of Bobo as Bobo tries to... Yeah, Bobo was caught in a weird position at the start, but he can still try to get them to confuse and attack each other.
Let's go. Let's have a good, clean fight.
Guys, just keep slowing us down. Apply that same buff on us again.
Yes, my
Yeah, Nagamasa's a good unit, so this won't necessarily be a super easy fight, but I mean, it will be because of the numbers, but I'm trying to like not have Bobo just losing ridiculous amounts of troops. We've gotten them to turn their attention to the tribals, which wipes the tribals out, but also means Bobo wasn't taking any losses. I'm giving you room to get in position to help. Alright, so we'll go in and melee them. This is not going as well as it should. But Nagamasa is a ferocious officer in this game. So it's not shocking that he was able to do that much damage. He's the only officer they have of that kind of caliber. There's no one else in their army that's really going to give us the same level of trouble he did. So yeah, Vulture Bobo already taking significant damage, but wiping out the primary unit of their army in the process. So we've already got the Miyoshi sending people to help. But the Asakura may be otherwise engaged. They're not attacking us up here. And if the Asakura don't come to their aid, they are doomed, basically.
Yes, my liege.
Acknowledged.
Alright, so we should be taking Odani Castle and Kamahaha Castle pretty soon. Kamahaha. Shingen's at like half strength, and he's still got enough troops that I really don't think they're going to stop him taking Nechi Castle. But it's possible they could. And honestly, the smartest thing for me to do here would be to back off on this. Just consolidate what we grabbed up here. And then when we finish the Uesugi off, we'll have to take Nechi. But putting this here, like taking this, it'll just even contain them even that bit more. They'll have no ability to march troops through here to threaten us in any way. I suppose the thing to do to really ensure this victory, because I don't know who they will send to help. Because they do have troops in these castles, but they're probably pretty loath to march out of them right now. Is this just wasting food? Or should we march out of here to go up and help Bobo, or not Bobo, Shingen take this castle? Because it's really a matter of how much they resist. Let's do it.
We march.
Might be a foolish use of food. But it does seem like it's going to minimize the possibility that we actually take losses and don't get that castle. We've got to get officers in these castles now. And I've got to get officers in Fukashi, because I think that's where these officers came from that just immediately went there. Nasu clan was eliminated by. That was a weird little musical cue. Let's just let this one happen without manually controlling it. Tama is coming to WWE. Tama, huh? thought there was a place you could sort by gender. She'll almost certainly have a spouse, I guess. So we can look that way. No, maybe not. I would have thought she had a spouse, and that's, for the most part, they don't have that many female officers otherwise. So we can just sort by name, and then I'm curious about Tama. This is it's a name that's come up before. She's somebody's daughter who was described in the biographies, so they made her a character. Well, obviously she's somebody's daughter. She's a girl, but, you know, female. But, I mean, she's probably the daughter of a fairly well-known figure of some kind. Sakonshima's youngest daughter. After Sakonshima's death, she was said to be educated by a tailor in Kyoto. Later, she married... Okay, so she birthed the great sword master. Yeah, got it. And she's the lord of a castle. That's interesting.
We march. Let us help. Halt.
All right, so it's getting huge over here. Like, can we get a mass battle going? Apparently not. I want to see this military turn through so that I can get a few people assigned to castles. If you go along this path, want to fight in the Miyoshi clan. They are here to fight us. Oh, I guess I could request a truce. Understood. We don't wish to fight if we don't have to either. Oh, wow. So these guys, we just got a truce, which means that these guys are going to fucking ditch their allies. They have abandoned their allies by getting a truce with us. Now, it won't last long, but it... Wow. If you're the Azai, how much do you hate the fucking Miyoshi at this point? They just come all the way over here and they're like, nah. We'll just let you fight him. You don't need our help. Alright, and letting all these videos go so crazy long this session, but...
If you need me to.
Another kid. My name is Tadachika. Tokugawa trainer Tadayo's heir. He later served Hidetada Tokugawa's trusted advisor. However, he fell victim to a plot set up by Masanobu Honda and lost his land and titles. Masanobu, you jerk. This guy's Yuriyasu. He's a standard retainer. He wielded a sword nearly 3 meters in length. It's believed he held the sword with only one hand. Many of our retainers have gained new abilities. They're super powered.
Reporting in. Here's last month's balance. Reporting in.
All right. Ronin our 2 unearned lands. I just really need those truce units to move out quickly so that we don't end up engaging them. But Oichi got spanked. I mean, even with the... Yeah, and this is the... These other guys coming to help. Like, we're gonna crush the Azai. It's just a matter of... Can we control the pace of things so we don't have to fight all their guys at once? It'd be nice if the Asakura were suddenly fighting monks of Sholen Temple. But they are allies, but they've only got a month left. Alright, I had some things I wanted to get done in the domestic turn. We've got new places to survey. Grimmeth, you can be the lord of the castle you just built. The new Jinbo Lord can take over. He's already doing something, so we'll have this guy do it instead, Mr. Yagyu. And up here, yeah, we'll get a new lord just because Nobuhara doesn't need the loyalty boost. We're going to move some guys around. They don't need to be pulled geniuses, but we just need somebody up there who's somewhat good. Okay. Got a really cool helmet. Just looking for places who have very few officers because they probably lost officers. I know I had those 2 unexpected switchovers. This is where I should have put that guy with 80 pull. Because he's not at a border where somebody's going to grab him and make him turn. But anyway, I think I know where those 2 officers came from that I accidentally had enter the town. Takado's still got a bunch of guys. They're garbage, but they're here. All right, this should mean that no place has like less than 3 officers. Did I send guys up here? I thought I did. I think I did. All right. Fuji Yoshida is just, it marched. It actually marched. Which is why it doesn't have its full troop count, but okay. Got places to survey too. All right, so all that's done. When we come back next time, I'll have a regular domestic turn to do. And apparently I'm not playing anymore tonight, even though I'm having fun, because I let this one go way long so that it would be the end of a session. I'm doing way too much of that recently. Sorry about that, guys. But hopefully I'll get it under control next week's uploads. See you then.